Ah, cities. The hustle, the bustle, the occasional guy yelling at a pigeon. But what if I told you not all big cities in the US are like this? Some have wide streets, towering buildings, and hardly anyone to appreciate them. It's like setting up a giant birthday party, but only a handful of guests show up. Awkward, right? Today, we're diving into the strange, eerie, and surprisingly fascinating world of the 10 emptiest big cities in the United States. Don't worry, it's not all tumbleweeds and crickets. These cities have stories to tell, even if no one's around to hear them. First up, Buffalo, New York. Known for its wings and its winters, Buffalo was once a booming industrial city. But when the factories shut down in the mid-20th century, so did the vibe. Today, Buffalo has a population of about 275,000, which sounds decent, until you realize the city was built for over 500,000 people. That's like cooking for a family of 6, but only 3 people show up. The leftovers? Empty houses and quiet streets. But hey, Buffalo still has die-hard Bills fans, world-class snowstorms, and chicken wings that could bring a tear to your eye. Plus, Niagara Falls is just a short drive away. So while it might feel a little empty, at least there's something to drown out the silence. Waterfalls and football fans screaming, "Go Bills!" Number 9. Detroit, Michigan. Detroit is a household name thanks to Motown music, cars, and Eminem. But here's a plot twist. Detroit is also famously empty in certain parts. At its peak in the 1950s, Detroit was home to nearly 2 million people. Today, that number's around 620,000. What happened? Well, when the auto industry declined, people packed up and left faster than a bad movie audience during the credits. The result? Entire neighborhoods of abandoned houses and an eerie sense of what could have been. Fun fact, Detroit has become a hotspot for urban explorers and photographers, who flock to the city to capture its hauntingly beautiful abandoned spaces. Also, it gave us RoboCop, so win-win? Number 8. New Orleans, Louisiana. Wait, New Orleans? On this list? Isn't that the city famous for Mardi Gras, jazz, and beads flying through the air? Yes, but here's the catch. Outside of the French Quarter and tourist hotspots, New Orleans has some of the lowest population density for a city its size. The reasons? A mix of Hurricane Katrina's lasting impact and economic struggles. But don't let that fool you. This city is as vibrant as ever. Whether it's gumbo, ghost tours, or brass bands, NOLA knows how to keep things interesting, even if the streets aren't packed.